So we're actually, the beginning of this session is going to be a little bit different because we're actually going to be talking about networking. So we will be able to talk some more. My name is Winona Pritz. I'm the Business Development Manager here for Culpeper County. This is our January Facts and Snacks. Thank you guys so much for coming. Today we're going to be focusing on networking as well as community connections. Hey. So the beginning of this session is actually going to be talking about networking, and what we would love to do is to hear from you guys a little bit about how you network, what's been beneficial for you. Are there any resources here in the community that you found have been really helpful? Are there things that haven't been helpful? Is there somewhere where you thought, traditionally networking, this is going to be really beneficial for me, and you found that it wasn't? Because sometimes those things are great to hear about as well. If there is anybody who would like to start, you can feel free. If you'd like me to start, we can do that too. Does anybody have anything that comes to mind as far as networking, how it benefited you, or why you feel networking is important?
I mean, just being out and about in the community, like taking part in all the different events. You meet lots of different people. I've gotten jobs just from, being out and about and just going to certain events, and people, not necessarily I'm pitching services the whole time, but they learn what I do, and then they'll hit me up 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, be like, hey, I need this done. And then boom, right there. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. So it's always good to just be in front of people. I even tell my mom that, because she's a realtor. So just being in front of people and being out and about in the community, at least to me, is one of the biggest things.
Like, I just being in front and actually getting out. It's like, I always encourage people, like, you're not gonna be networking, in front of Zoom, or if you don't ever leave your house, you're gonna have to actually get out and make an effort.
Yeah.
And I have to say, in our area, because I think Culpeper and our surrounding area is very Facebook centric, man, just scour Facebook for events and pick the ones that you like to go to, or try them once, whatever. It's not like try it once, and if it didn't fit, don't go back. And if it does, woohoo, you scored.
Yeah, I have to say, I have tried a variety of different things. One thing, to your point, about just getting out. Early on, when I started with Thrivent, I was doing these coffee hours at Raven's Nest. And I would just buy a coffee for people for an hour, and it gave me the opportunity to see people. And I felt like I was always rewarded when I went out in town, whether I was doing that coffee hour, whether I was going to a meeting with someone and just walking down Davis Street or whatever it was. I felt like that was helpful. And then a few years ago, I joined one of the leisure groups that the chamber has. And I just finished my presidency there. I was president for 2 years. So there's 3 different leisure groups, and they've been amazing. I know that they have helped me kind of feel a lot more integrated in the business community, and just having that community of friendship within our group has helped. Where it's very like a family-like organization. I appreciate that a lot. And then just being on the board with the chamber itself has been really rewarding. And there's the Culpeper Business Women thing I've been doing for the last few years. That's been nice. It's a group of women, and we are actually very supportive and kind and loving, and it's been a wonderful environment, which you don't always get with a group of women, but it has been fantastic.
What is that called?
It's the Culpeper Business Women. We meet once a month on the 3rd Monday. I mean, you're right, like, there's always stuff going on.
Yeah.
And just look out there and try something, because there's lots of opportunities.
I would say out of sight, out of mind is something to keep in mind too. I mean, people don't see you, you're not gonna be the top of mind of who they think of first when you go out. So if you are attending an event, even if you just show up and you're like a little fire animal, because I am an introvert, believe it or not, you know me. That's what I did when I first started going to networking events when I moved to Culpeper, because I didn't know anything about Culpeper. And so I just went to every ribbon cutting, I went to every chamber event, and I just stood there waiting for somebody to come talk to me, but like, people knew who I was because I was there, even if I didn't say a whole lot.
It's funny, you're the opposite is I have this joke. It's like, if you're out or you're missing or you're gone or whatever, it is really easy for people to say, Kylie, who? Like, who are you now?
Yeah.
So that is not a joke. It's like,
No, it's
you've
true.
got to show
Out of
up.
sight, out of mind.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the ribbon cuttings are important because it's so easy, it's so short. and It gives you a lot of opportunity to meet people in all different businesses.
Great.
I think C3 is a great way to meet people too. If you haven't been to the Culpeper County Conference, it'll be in May this coming year. And I find that's a great way to meet people in between sessions and during the lunch.
We'll share a little bit more about that. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll go ahead and get started, but then if you would like to chat more about networking later, we are happy to talk a little bit more about that as well. So like I said, my name is Winona Fritz. I'm the business development manager here in Culpeper. I wear two hats here in our department, well, more than that, but two main hats. And that is our small business development, which is through our Be a Culpeper local program. And then I also work with our agricultural community through a program called Choose Culpeper Farms that launched coming up actually now in 2 years. And that works similarly to Be a Culpeper local, but is for our ag community, agricultural focused businesses and our farms. We have a lot of fun programs that we have introduced to Be a Culpeper local. If you are from the area, if you've been here for a while, you may have heard of the kind of brand that was Be a Culpeper local. It's been around since 2008. It was originally started as a shop local campaign by some of our downtown businesses on Main Street. Or Data Street. It did live under Culpeper Renaissance Inc. for a while, and then it has grown. It is now housed here in our department. Essentially what we do is we promote shopping locally, the benefits it has on our community, and then as far as for our small businesses, it works as a small business resource arm. So we have a couple of different events and programs that fall under Be a Culpeper local. As Rosie mentioned, we have Culpeper, it's a half-day summit. So what we do is we bring in counselors through the Small Business Development Center, as well as some speakers who focus on topics that are important to our small businesses. So what this does is it offers free resources. They're interactive workshops, and they change each year based off of feedback that we've heard from businesses of what they're looking to learn about. So this year's event is going to be held on a Tuesday in May the 13th, at Germanna. It starts in the morning with some light breakfast and networking. This year we're going to have 3 60-minute topics. Each session will have 2 different topic choices. So we'll have something that's, maybe marketing related and something that's more business plan related, and you would be able to choose which topic you guys were interested, which session you were interested in. So we'll have 3 different session times, followed by a lunch speaker. Again, this is a completely free resource. As Rosie said, it's a great opportunity to network with other small businesses, have an interactive workshop, something that you can take away that is really specific to your business. You work during this session. It isn't just let me come speak to you lecture style. We really want you to get something out of this. So we will have that again in May. We launched Facts and Snacks, which you're here at today, just back in July. This is a new monthly small business workshop series. Each month we'll focus on a different topic. Some of the topics that we've talked about so far are becoming SWAM certified. We had Cheryl in from the IRS to talk about small business taxes. We had Megan Furlong in here just last month to talk about some of the changes for filing small businesses, for filing taxes for small businesses for 2025. We have things like hiring information. So a variety of topics. Again, these are all chosen based off of feedback that we hear from small businesses in the community. One of the other things that we have is the Culpeper Local Week. This is a week-long celebration of Culpeper small businesses. So we started that back in 2022. Last year was our 3rd event, and it grew substantially. So we were very, very excited about that. It was recognized recently from the International Economic Development Association for an award. We're very excited. What it does basically throughout the week, we celebrate our Culpeper businesses. We highlight you We share information about your small businesses to offer essentially free marketing for you. And we also promote shopping locally, the benefits it has on our community, connecting with our small businesses, making sure that residents understand what businesses we have here in the county. You know, these are our neighbors, everybody who is, not everybody, many of our small business owners and their staff are our neighbors. And so we want to make sure that we're making those connections between our small businesses and our residents. We do offer some fun swag during that event. We have canvas totes that get printed right here in town at Cash Imprints that businesses hand out to customers whenever they come in. We have a fun t-shirt design competition where people can submit designs for a t-shirt that we offer as a giveaway during the event. So it's just a really fun time to show your support for the community. So that will be coming up in August. That's a free event to be able to participate in. If you guys are interested in more information, there is information on our website, but I'd be happy to chat with you as well. And then we have Work in Culpeper, which is our new custom job platform that we launched in April of last year. Initially, the intent was to help bridge the gap between our graduating high school students and the business community. So a lot of the times high school students don't know, if I'm looking for an entry level position, where do I go? Do I need to go to the individual business's website? Do I need to go to Indeed? Do I need to be on a different job platform? Where is it that I need to be looking for these opportunities? And on the other side of it, our businesses really weren't sure, how do I target these high school students? How do I make sure that I'm getting out in front of them? If anybody is familiar with Handshake, this is a job platform that is specifically geared towards college students. It's used at universities across the entire United States. What we wanted to do is make something that was specific to Culpeper, that really fit the needs of our businesses and our workforce. And so we created Work in Culpeper in collaboration with our Virginia Career Works, the Global Rappahannock, as well as the Culpeper County Public School System and the Chamber as well. And so this launched in April. We've had over 60 jobs that have been posted on that, and it's grown now. It's not limited only to entry level positions, but to any business that's targeting employment and workforce in Culpeper. So that is a free job platform to be able to use, and we're really excited about that. That was a lot that I threw at you. The handout has all of this information on it. But if anybody has any specific questions, we'd be happy to answer those questions.
So the last one that you talked about,
Yes.
is it still geared toward young talent?
It's a lot of the positions are young talent and entry level, but we have a lot of other positions that are not. So we do have some managerial type of roles, other mid-level roles. It's open to any Culpeper business or anybody who's looking for workforce in Culpeper.
Would that even count for like a summer internship or a summer job?
Absolutely. And it's very easy to use. You go on and you submit the information, whatever you guys want to use for job descriptions. If you want to include anything about benefits, pay, those types of things, you submit all of that and we populate it for you and it gets listed right down on the website. And you can, if you have a specific date that you want it to cut off or anything like that, we can indicate all of that as well. What's great about that is whatever you use to submit applications is what it'll be tied to. So they will not submit applications through that website. What they'll do is they'll click on your listing. And if you have your applications on your website, if you have them on Indeed, if you have them somewhere else, it'll direct them to wherever it is that you're already posting. It doesn't add any extra steps for you.
So you need a landing page or something, a CRM that's gonna connect you with. it.
Yes, wherever you want them to go. Yes, absolutely.
That's not required, right? Like if you want them to email you, you could have them email you as well, correct?
Whatever you would like them to use, yeah.
Because I'm thinking high school seniors don't necessarily have that set up for when they're looking for, personally, I've got a senior who's looking for a summer job, so I'm like, can he use this? He doesn't have, he's not looking on Indeed or anything like that. doesn't
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
Resume set up kind of thing, just looking for people who are in town looking for.
Yeah, you can absolutely use it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a job board for them.
Yes,
great.
Think of it as that, yeah.
And all of our high school students are made aware of this. Thankfully, with our partnership with Culpeper County Public Schools, anybody who is interested in attending the job fairs that are held at CTEC, will have information on Wink. They will also be able to, all of their resumes and cover letters that they create in Econ and Personal Finance, which is a required class for high school students in Culpeper. They'll be able to upload everything. They'll be able to look at, if they're attending the job fair, they'll be able to look at all of the employers who are going to be at the job fair in advance, so they feel a little bit more prepared. So the high school is fantastic. Both high schools are fantastic with getting out this information as well. So our hope is as it grows and as people are aware of it, that it'll kind of become second nature, that that's where they'll be looking.
Nice, that's cool.
Any other questions before we move on? Okay, great. On the back of this as well, there's information on all of our speakers for today. So all of our community partners have a general description and blurb essentially on the back about them as well. And we are going to kick it off with Rosie with SBDC.
Okay, how do I get my stuff?
Oh, I will get it for you.
Hi, everybody, I'm Rosie Beachy. I am a general business advisor with the Central Virginia SBDC, Small Business Development Center. I am gonna talk today about both the SBDC and Community Investment Collaborative, who is our fiscal sponsor.
Who's there?
I can do it here.
Whichever one you want. Yep.
It works, okay. We are the best kept secret in the business world, is what I tell people. The SBDC was established in 1988 through an act of Congress. We are not officially a government body. We are funded, they were funded originally through universities. So like our Virginia SBDC is up at George Mason University. We have 26 offices in Virginia. So if you unfortunately move out of the Culpeper area, there is another SBDC office that can help you, but not as well as we can. Right? We are supported by the Small Business Administration. The only cost to our services is asking you to fill out a survey that tells, in aggregate, the number of businesses that we help start, the amount of capital that we put into the economy, et cetera. We report those figures to the SBA. And based on that, they give us some funding. So they fund about, I think it's about 10% of what our office costs overall. But one of the funding bodies, a big funding body for us are the municipalities that we serve. So thank you, Culpeper. I work very closely with Tori and with Winona and Brian and Paige. We appreciate that they pay for the services that we offer you. So thank you. We also go out and fundraise ourselves. So we are a nonprofit organization that's responsible for funding what we do. And CIC, lovingly referred to as CIC, Community Investment Collaborative, I'm going to talk about in just a moment. We provide, the biggest thing that we do is provide one-on-one advising with clients that's confidential. If I've met with you, I don't talk to anybody else. Even Winona and Tori would not tell them that I had met with you, unless you gave me permission to do so. But we work with people at every stage. People tend to think that we work with startups only, but that's not true. I've worked with clients that are actually looking for people to buy their business. So, or they're scaling up or they're scaling down. So at all stages, we work with clients. That's the biggest thing that we do. Last year, we met with, out of our office, about 890 clients. Oh, shoot, this is one of those slides. Okay, we also provide research. So if you go out on the open market and try to buy market research for your industry, it's going to cost you a lot of money. We can provide a lot of that information to you for free. So if you're interested in information, these are some of the sources that we use. SBDC Net can be very micro in what they provide you to, your local economy. But some of these others are very useful as well, including financial research. So if you're looking to expand your business or start a new business and you just don't know what the financial profile looks like for a business like that, we can give you a template of what for example, businesses that are, let's say they are in the agricultural market, they want to grow crops and they're going to be under $1 million, we can tell you what the financial profile is for a farm doing that. We also do SEM Rush, which takes your website and runs it through a lot of technical information that will tell you if any of the links are broken, if any of your keywords, if you can beef up your keywords to get your website higher in the profile of the Google search and other search engines. So SEM Rush is available to you if you want me to run it for you. Just shoot me an email and I can do that for you. The other thing that we provide are webinars and in-person events. So with Winona, I help develop the content for Facts and Snacks. We also have on our Virginia SBDC website, we've got webinars that are available from all of our offices. So if you're looking for a specific topic, that is available to you as well. We also work closely with the Carver Center, which is becoming a major food location for Virginia. So we work with Gretchen and Lena there to develop content and provide training for people that are interested in food businesses. And we'll be here with Trip Butler doing Show Me the Money. I think it's in April. We're going to do that here for Facts and Snacks. Our team we've got an excellent team of people that are available to you that have a wealth of knowledge based on businesses that they've been in prior to becoming an SBDC advisor. So, for example, Linda Tuberty is a government contract specialist. If you're interested in government contracting, she'll work with you to get certified. Jay Lester has worked in e-commerce and in starting and selling businesses. So people that want to scale up, I tend to have them talk with Jay. We've also got, not pictured here, we have a banker, Brian Thomas, who just retired from, he's worked in many different banks and in rural locations. So if you're looking to go for a loan or scale up, or you want someone to look at your financials, I would bring Brian in and we would meet with you together. So anyway, and Hope and Tom are our food specialists. And Ellen Martin is a QuickBooks expert. So if you're on QuickBooks and you think your books are messed up, we get you with Ellen. Through the state, we also have our ICAP program. So if you've got a unique idea that you don't know how to bring to market, we would put you in the ICAP program. International business development. Sometimes people don't think they've got an idea that could go international. We've got a team that can help you smooth the trail to get your idea and your product overseas and sell it there. And then we also have craft beverage assistance with Chris Van Orden, he's the guru of all craft beverages. So he's very helpful. And so I guess the bottom line is we've got a lot of resources available to you for free. If you've got a question, if we don't have it at the SBDC, I would go to someone like Jessica, someone like Tori, someone like Winona to, there are other resources, the chamber that, and the workforce that, we can work together to get you the resources that you need. So that's another thing that we do at SBDC. So did that very quickly.
Does anybody have any questions for Rosie about the SBDC and about one-on-one counseling and services or anything like that?
Yes.
Is there a limit onto how many times a person can meet with you or any of the advisors?
Yes. We do, we want to work with someone to make sure that they're going somewhere. If I'm meeting with someone and, I've met with them 5 times and every time we meet is the same story, then there's another organization that we can refer you to called SCORE, and they do active mentoring, which is, they're going to be there for the long haul, working with you side by side to build your business plan or to build your marketing plan, which we will do also. But if you know, if somebody's stuck and they're not moving forward, score that we usually refer people to score that. So, okay, so CIC is growing immensely. They are, if you're not familiar with CDFI, and now after 4 weeks of vacation, I can't think of what it stands for. They are a lending institution. They will lend money. The beauty of CIC is they will lend money to startups, where if you go to a bank, currently banks are gonna look for 2 years of a track record for a business before they're gonna think about lending you money. CIC is an alternative to that. That's I think the biggest thing that they are known for. They are actively expanding. So they just expanded to Southern Virginia, Southside Virginia. They've got a whole group of people now that are being established down there to do what we do here. The main office is in Charlottesville, but Culpeper's been a focus for CIC for several years now. They offer financing, so microloans up to $50,000. You do, just like a bank, you need a business plan. You would work with me to build the plan. We would meet with one of the financial loan officers and talk through that. You know, why are you a good investment for CIC? And then, you know, it goes through the loan committee. So if you need just a really small amount for, you know, buying inventory or getting over a hurdle, they're not doing debt consolidation at this point. So if you have high credit card debt and you're just trying to get rid of your credit card debt, they're not doing that right now. But they're really focused on helping small entrepreneurs grow. The workshops I'm going to talk about in just a second. They also have a financial management program. So if you feel like you need your financial education built up, that's part of what that program is. They will mentor similar to what SBDC does, but not to the extent that we do, because they don't have as many advisors as we do. They have small business circles that they put together, so those work well for businesses that just want an outside opinion on what you're doing. Those right now tend to meet in Charlottesville. We're working on some for here in Culpeper as well. They hold office hours. The interesting thing about office hours is you can meet with an accountant. You could meet with a lawyer at no charge for 1 hour and get advice on specific business topics for, you know, your business. So I use that frequently for the lawyer. He tends to get very booked up. But where else can you get a lawyer for free, right? And then networking and events. So the one thing I wanted to mention, so would they have a 16-week workshop? It's in person. And it is starting in spring. So they've got a spring and a fall cohort. It meets over at the Carver Center. The application deadline for the spring cohort has been extended to the 10th of January. If you're interested, please let me know today. I will get you connected with Christine Caldwell, and you'll have an interview and talk about, you know, is this a right scenario for you? If this is too extensive of a commitment, Tori's going to talk about another option for you as well. But the beautiful thing about the Entrepreneur Workshop through CIC is that you build a really strong cohort because you're in person and you're meeting with the same people for 16 weeks. You tend to develop this really strong support group for your business. So if you're interested, please let me know. And I think, other than that, you know, either with CIC or SBDC, we'd love to connect with you if we can help in any way. So that was a lot, like, you know, a lot very quickly. There's a lot there. So I encourage you to go to our websites and see, you know, what we offer. There's more information there, and I'd be happy to talk with you as well.
Does anybody have any other questions for Rosie at all? Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Up next, I'm gonna have Jessica.
I'm Jessica Jenkins. I'm the executive director of Culpeper Renaissance. I've worked with most of you in there before, so most of you already know about us, but for those that don't, we are a 501c3 nonprofit designated Main Street program. We're designated by the state and the town of Culpeper to carry out activities in the downtown district. On the back of your packet, there is a map of where our footprint is. So any business within this geographical footprint can benefit from the services and opportunities that we offer. We are not a membership-driven organization, so again, it's driven by this geographical footprint right here. CRI was started in 1987, and it was due to the fact of our depot was in a state of disrepair. And a lot of community members got together, as well as the downtown district. They had built a bypass in downtown. If any of you have been here long enough, probably remember how bad downtown was. Crime rate was up, drug use was up, there was prostitution, all kinds of things going on in the downtown district that were unsavory. And so this group of concerned citizens got together and reviewed what other communities were doing, because this was happening all across the country of historic downtown areas. And the National Trust for Historic Preservation began a pilot program, a couple of pilot programs that the entities focused on for basically guidelines. It was organization, promotion, design, and economic development. And those programs that kicked that off were doing well. They were being successful, and their downtowns were becoming vibrant again. And so Culpeper got together with the town of Culpeper, this group, and they researched and they said, this looks like something that we need to do here. And so we became designated in 1988. We received $1 million block grant. From that, we were able to bury the power lines, redo the sidewalks. And then you had some early on businesses that opened up in downtown that really saw the potential in downtown before it became. One of those was It's About Time. John Yarnell opened. When you start having businesses open, other businesses open, property owners start investing into their properties. So that's sort of how we began. And as I talked about, we have sort of a 4-point approach to our downtown revitalization. I guess maybe I think I'm clicking through. You just scroll. Okay, yeah, it's perfect. So you'll see down here, and this is all in your packet as well. These are some statistics as of 2023 for total private investment, total public investment, businesses created, retained, or expanded within the downtown district. We have jobs created or retained within our downtown district, and total volunteer hours contributed. That is huge. We are a volunteer-driven organization. We only have 3 staff members. We used to only have 1.5 staff members for a very long time. And without these volunteers, there is no way we would be able to do the amount of stuff that we do. And you have to look at downtown from where it came from 1988 to now. That is not a long time to do what we have done here. So our volunteers are to thank for that. So you'll see here, this is sort of what downtown used to be, even before it became even further ran down. You wouldn't necessarily go after this area up here, that first stoplight on East Davis Street, you wouldn't go beyond that. I remember when I was little, my dad and I would come downtown, we would park in the back. There used to be a hardware store. We would go in the back door, my dad would get what he had to get, and then we left. So we never stayed and enjoyed downtown. Yeah, all the power lines up. So here we are now. A lot of the things you see here are things that CRI has either invested in or headed up. All of these downtown banners, a lot of murals within the downtown district. We've put in $50,000 to redo the sidewalks here. They were bumpy and cracking from the trees and their root system, not very ADA compliant. And so we redid with the town, as a partnership with the town, to redo all of this area here. This was the depot back in 1987. They were getting ready to demolish it, and here is our beautiful depot now. This is East Davis Street where Pepperberry's is. Here we are. And so, as I said, these are all of our wonderful volunteers, and we can't do it without them. So really quick, organization design, promotion, economic vitality. I'm gonna go over, the design portion. And a lot of the projects that the design committee focuses on are the downtown banners, the hometown hero banner project, our E.B. Wood Community Park. If you remember, after that building was taken down after the earthquake, what that kind of looked like. Very unsavory. It was an entry point of our downtown district. So if you're an investor or a business owner or someone looking for property to purchase, that didn't look well, right? It didn't look like a place you might want to invest in. So if you go take a look at the E.B. Wood Park now, it's a beautiful location where people can go and enjoy outdoor dining, al fresco dining within the downtown district. All of the holiday decor, year-round purchases that we work with the town, Light and Power and Public Works helps us put that up. We do our mural program. So a lot of the murals you see in downtown, old George Washington, he's getting ready to get refreshed. So don't worry, come and he has it on the screen now, but we're working on that. Those power box murals that have just come up. A lot of those were done by us. Some also were done by the tourism department. They all look beautiful. Instead of an old power box, it's sort of like a discussion point or a point of interest. And then we have our promotions committee. Our promotions committee really works on our website, our social media outlets, all the events that we do. Some of the events are fundraising events for our organization. So our third Thursday, now we have some Barley Fest, Hop and Hop, all of those are fundraising events. And then that money is spent on holiday decor, banners, mural programs, grant programs, also events that are not fundraising events that are geared specifically to get foot traffic and sales into our downtown businesses. So Restaurant Week, Carnival, Holiday Open House, Small Business Saturday, Pink Friday, Black Friday, all of the holiday events that we do. So that's what the promotions committee focuses on. We also do like zip code surveys through the economic vitality zip code surveys to see where all of these shelters are coming from, to see where the gaps are, to see where our promotions are currently working, where it might need to be focused a little more on. Economic Vitality Committee also works on, a while ago, the tap fees were extremely high. And it was hindering growth in our downtown district. We had a lot of empty office spaces. A lot of people were not renting small office spaces. However, residential use was taken up so quickly. So why are they not transitioning these small office spaces to residential spaces? And it's because the tap fee was so high. It just didn't make sense for them to do that. So we sent out a survey to property owners to see. We didn't specifically gear it towards the tap fee. We wanted to see why. And it came up to be the tap fee. Then we presented to the town of Culpeper, basically, how many people wanted to transition their office spaces to residential units. And if they did, what that meant for sales tax and people spending money when they're in the downtown district and how much money that would go to their coffers. They lowered the tap fees. We got an additional, I don't know, like 30 units now of residential units within the downtown district. And that's what we want to see. We want to see shops and restaurants on ground floors, and we want to see residential second and third floors. Because people who live downtown shop and dine downtown. For our organization committee, they really focus on, are we going in the right direction? What are all of our other design, promotion, economic vitality committees doing? Are the things that they're doing headed all with the 5 goals that we've set forth every 3 years, the organization committee does sort of like a brainstorming session. We work with the National Main Street Program to see where we're at with our goals, where we're at with our vision and mission statements. Is this still working? Do we need to update them? We just did one in 2023 and we found that we really need to start focusing on more like family friendly events because we have all of these small young families that are moving to Culpeper and we need to find a way to attract them to the downtown district. So then we come up with a work plan and the organization committee make sure that we have the funding for that. that we're working with partnering entities, that we're looking for grants and things of that nature to carry out all of the work plan and activities that all the committees want to do. Okay. Oh, and here are some of the business enhancement opportunities. We have a facade interior sign and awning grant program. It is $10,000, but we just had a meeting this morning. We are going to up that to $15,000 for 2025-2026 work plan, because we're spending all of it now. So for facade, it's $1,500 for any exterior. We will match up to that amount, as well as interior, permanent interior. So that would be like new flooring, taking out walls, if you need to redo beams or anything of that nature. And then for signage, it's half up to $500 and awnings. So we will pay for that for businesses, property owners. As well as with that, we have facade design grants, and that is absolutely free service. That is through our Main Street designation. If a property owner wants to, or business wants to redo the look of their exterior and their signage, we have Kathy Frazier with Frazier Associates, who will do that design work for you for free. We do ribbon cutting events for our downtown businesses, co-op ad opportunities, radio opportunities, print opportunities, specifically with like holiday open house, small business Saturday. That's what we mainly focus that on. We offer free trainings. We do a mystery shopper program. So if you want to know if your staff is doing what you have trained them to do, that is a good one to participate in. And we typically try to get 2 people, male and female of different age groups, to go. We give them $25. They go to the business, they maybe ask some questions, they walk around where they greeted. How did the business look? Was it welcoming when you walked in? Okay, so those are things that they can find out with that. Sorry, I'm getting over being icky. Zip code survey program. Again, this finds out where your marketing efforts are working. Where are your shoppers coming from? Where are they not coming from? Where do you need to focus? And then we do a feasibility study grant, and that mainly is for the town of Culpeper, or even probably the county can probably take advantage of that if it's within, a partnership within the downtown district. The last time the town took advantage of that was the Knackles alleyway, the whole brick sidewalk that led all the way to the back parking area. Advertisement opportunities. We have our website business directory. We do social media promotions. Mainly it's from if your business is promoting yourself or if you have events, we try to be sure that that gets on our social media calendar of events, our website calendar of events. We highlight like birthdays or sales or anything of that nature for our businesses on our social media outlets. We have a monthly newsletter that we send out that has a complete month of activities of any of the businesses within our downtown district. And we highlight that monthly calendar through an image on our social media outlets. We have our shopping and dining guide, which is in your packet. We update that seasonally, but we update the information in it monthly. So it's pretty much up to date with everything that we need. We have job opportunity promotions. So on our website, there's a work downtown section. They can click that and update any information on available job opportunities. And then people can go and see what opportunities are out there in the downtown. We have our available retail and housing listing. So if you have a rental that's in the downtown district, it's a free way to get your information out there. And actually a lot of people say that a lot of people go to that website to look for either residential or business availability. And again, radio co-op ad opportunity. And then the physical downtown environment, right? We have to create a sense of place. We have to create a welcoming location where people want to go, where they feel safe getting out of their car and going to the shops at night. So we do the hanging baskets, all the flower baskets that you see that go up in the springtime, the string lights that go up as well. We have the seasonal banners. We have the Culpeper Downtown Murals program, sidewalk wayfinding signage, which we're updating and working on. Seasonal decor, so all of those great corn stalks that you all see up, we actually go out to a farm and we cut those down, okay? So just so you know, a lot of love goes into that. we have our E.B. Wood Community Park and beautification of alleyways. Here are some ribbon cutting images, and a lot of those are in partnership with the Chamber of Commerce. There is our flower baskets. Oh, and there's a Great American Main Street. Did you know that Culpeper is a Great American Main Street winner? That is a national recognition of all main streets throughout the nation. So that's a really big to-do. And that was really rough application business. There is our E.B. Wood Community Park. We just put in some concrete chess and checker tables in there. And we're gonna have game pieces put in there as soon as spring starts so people can go and have fun and hang out in downtown. Here's an example of like our monthly calendar image. We do a welcome back to school. So it's a teacher appreciation program. When teachers come back to school, it's a discount coupon program for our downtown businesses. Our school system is the largest employer in Culpeper. And we have a lot of new teachers that come every single year. And what better way to let them know what downtown has to offer than having a great coupon in their mailbox right at their school. So we do that program each year. We recognize when all of our businesses reach milestones. And then we've done a Thrive publication. That's a yearly publication that we're doing with Culpeper Times. There's our Home Street Downtown Hometown Heroes banners program, signage, shopping and dining guide, and see those corn stalks? Those volunteers are happy. Right, so again, our special events highlight the downtown district. It showcases a vibrant downtown. It brings people to downtown that maybe typically would not come downtown. And so when they're walking past all these great shops and stores, we want them to want to come back, right? So we bring a lot of foot traffic to the downtown district through all of these events. We also do the Culpeper Downtown Farmers Market. We grew that farmers market from 4 to 6 vendors. We now have 44 full and part-time vendors. So much so that after COVID, we had to switch that to the church parking lot because we did not have enough room with COVID regulations to spread everybody out, and we had to have a drive-through. So we were able to do that. The church graciously housed us there. We're hoping once the new parking lot across the train tracks comes, maybe that might be a new location for us. Now that we don't have all those regulations, we are now still too big to go back to our old location. So we're still working on that, but it is a great incubator. A business incubator is our farmers market. A really great example is like 3 Spring Farms. They were at the farmers market. Now they have their own brick and mortar, their location. They have a website. They're delivering to houses now. If you haven't had their steaks, are really good. We also do other community givebacks. Our Halloween event this past Halloween, I think, was the most that we've had in downtown.
Yes.
It was like 3,000 people, I swear. It was so many. So what the children do, we create a safe space for our community to come and bring their children to do trick or treating. They do the trick or treating in downtown. They go past the fire department, they go down to the church, and then they hit that neighborhood of those poor people. I mean, how much kid money they spend on candy, but it's a lot. It really is. People love that. People love
We
that.
stopped counting after 2,000 pieces.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah,
I have to say though,
busy.
they're always the nicest families.
it was awesome.
They are.
The kids are always
Well,
so nice and so welcoming.
Thankful, right?
Yep, 100%,
Mhm.
100%.
Mhm. And so that's a give back, that's in partnership. We partner with the town of Culpeper Police. Normally our handouts are flashy items because we're promoting safety awareness for Halloween. We also partner with the sheriff's department comes out, the state police come out, welcome waggers are out there, Culpeper Paranormal's out there. We have a Florida English comes out there, they have a whole entire like casket full of kids like that. It's a big to-do. And so again, these are again, the economic driven events, farmers market, restaurant weeks, Pink Friday, Holiday Open House, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and new from our kid friendly survey is our Kids Sunday Fun Day. So the businesses are offering really fun activities for children to do. We have Mr. and Mrs. Claus out there, and it's really getting the foot traffic down to, in downtown during an otherwise, because it's after holidays, during an otherwise like slow time of year. We do magic shows. It's really fun for the carnival. If you haven't been to the carnival, it's really fun. All right, so where does it go? All the money that we raise, murals, streetscape improvement projects, grants for downtown business and property owners. We do a farmers market snack program. We offer half up to $25 for each snack transaction per farmers market. So if you come down and you have a snack card, you can swipe $25, but you get $50 to spend at local small business, farmers and that things of that nature. Seasonal downtown decor, economic driven events, downtown promotional programming, community give back events, downtown training seminars, and business retention programs. Here's our third Thursday. It has so much fun. Karen's line dancing. We do a lot of partnerships. Okay, so for an estimated events for 2023, 48,450 people to the downtown district. Right? If that's not highlighting the area, I don't know what to tell you.
Big concert series called the Thursday event. Oh, it's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And if you ever want to see pictures or anything like that, I mean, we have phenomenal photos, right?
Good photography.
And videos for our restaurant week, photos and videos for restaurant week. So just so you know. Okay. We receive a lot of grants. We work with the Path Foundation. We received $16,000 from them. I'm corrected, 45 full and part-time vendors. We had 1,232 Kids I'm So Healthy packets distributed with 5 Farm Fresh dollars. So the children can go and purchase what they would like. Because all this is made possible through all of these partnering entities. We have Kids Central. They help us with the snack table every single Saturday. We have the Virginia Farmers Market Association. We are proud members of them. Virginia Cooperative Extension, Rappahannock Rapidan Regional Commission, and Path Foundation. UVA Health came out. They were a sponsor one year, and they did blood pressure screenings and things of that nature. Here's one of the kids' cooking demos. Okay. And we have lots of events and activities. We have live music out there. We'll have a bouncy house out there. Lots of things going on to really attract families and people to the farmers market and the downtown district. We do a winter market in December for 3 Saturdays, and Mr. and Mrs. Claus is typically out for that as well. Okay, and then our volunteers. Again, I cannot express to you enough how important it is to have a volunteer-driven organization. It's getting the community involved. People who live and work here want to see Culpeper do well. They are investing their time in it willingly. A lot of them are investing money into it. And that is how we have become very successful. We are a very successful Main Street organization and community. We have other communities come here to learn how that we have done this. So. Okay. Oh, there's the park before. So you saw the image after. So that was the park before. Okay. The other thing I want to mention, some really big projects that are coming up. We received a $75,000 grant, where we were able to put the concrete chess and checker tables in E.D. Wood Park, the new mural that's in the E.D. Wood Park. And we're getting ready to put kiosks in every downtown parking lot. So that's coming up, hopefully spring of 2025. That should be completed. And we just received a $50,000 grant. It's a smart area planning grant for that new parking lot that's going there. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at to house the farmers market. We want to see how we can get people to move throughout the downtown from that parking lot. And we're going to be working very closely with Tori and planning department for that. We just actually approved a proposal from Muldrow Associates for that. So lots of big things coming.
My name is Jason Ford. I serve as the one-stop center manager for Virginia Career Works Rappahannock Goodwill. Very much like the SBDC, we are kind of one of the best kept secrets in the workforce world. Our mission is really to help people who are looking to find their next step in their career, find an opportunity find access to that, as well as you as business owners find the qualified and trained people that do exist here in our community. Going in, what do we do? Virginia CareerWorks is one of 14, Virginia CareerWorks Piedmont in particular is one of 14 regional workforce boards that exist around the Commonwealth of Virginia. Organization is tasked with strategically leading local workforce initiatives to support the stability and growth of businesses and career seekers. Now, how do we do that? Primarily through the partnership with our partners like Economic Development and the public school system here in Culpeper, and many of the other workforce development agencies, as I call them, like your Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services, agencies that help people who might have disabilities find access to training and employment opportunities in the Commonwealth. One of the major things that we do, and that's actually not cropped correctly. One of the major things that we do specifically for businesses is really a variety of things, but one is job postings both within our center as well as within the online state job workforce board. So if you do have any job postings, any individual around the Commonwealth of Virginia can access it through the Virginia Employment Commission, now Virginia Works, to be able to see some of the jobs that you have posted around. Rappahannock Goodwill, in addition, serves as a contractor for this organization by executing the mission through our partnerships and community engagement around our 11 locality region. One of the major partners that we have, as I mentioned, being the public school system. Every fall, every spring, actually, we work with the Economic Development Office, as well as public school system, to help put on the job fair at CTEC. This past year, we had every junior and senior from CTEC, as well as those who are interested from Culpeper County and Eastview High School, who are interested in participating as well. Over 30 businesses that were registered for this, and about probably 250 students were able to come. And so again, these opportunities come from partnering both with our office as well as the public school system to be able to be in attendance for examples like this. More pictures. There was actually a lovely picture towards the end that I wish I'd actually sent as a follow-up for it, that kind of captured all the folks who were participating at the end. But again, just the opportunity to get in front of many of the students that are coming out of high school, trying to figure out what their next step in their career is. The Work in Culpeper platform gives them an opportunity to be able to find those jobs online, but then also an opportunity to talk with the businesses at this event. As I mentioned, we have an 11 locality region, so that means that our service is not just here within Culpeper County. We also support Orange County as well with their senior job fair. We worked with their Economic Development Office for years to help put this on, to try and give those students an opportunity to find what their next opportunity would be. And what was wonderful about the one we did this past spring in 2024 is there were actually students represented from all 4 grade levels, from freshmen through seniors. I know about 20 students received job offers from this event in particular, with one of the main companies that we partner with out there. In addition to the county, into the school system, we also work with the community in Orange County. Here we have the downtown job fair in Orange. We had about 17 businesses, I believe, that were able to come to this, but about 70 people came in attendance to this. 2 of which was a success story for us. The company actually in Culpeper, Shamung, hired 2 bilingual individuals who are actually still with them today, helped them get their citizenship through their employment tenure there as well. So just one of the highlights we've got from outside of just Culpeper in particular. This past fall, we did a workshop with Continental Tevis, which is called a rapid response. So anytime a company is shutting down or laying off a certain amount of people over a number of folks, they have to initiate what is called a rapid response around the Commonwealth. And essentially that is, you must inform those affected employees of all of the services and benefits that are going to be available to them. So we did something in September. In addition to that, we hosted a job fair on site, which is one of the services that we can also provide to help those individuals who were being laid off have their next opportunity. We had about 80 people that came to the hiring event. About 100 were laid off, and 30 job offers were made that day or that evening at that job fair. So again, one of the benefits of partnering with us as an organization is just being aware of some of the opportunities that do exist. Fortunately, 2 companies had a lot of openings that they were looking to get at the time of the event, so they were able to secure some of the affected employees as they were heading out. And lastly, one of the services that we do provide within our center are hiring events in our office. A lot of times it's a little bit difficult for the community members that we serve to travel. Some don't have transportation. Some just don't feel comfortable heading outside of our office. So if you're in need of employees, a benefit and opportunity is to host a hiring event inside our office. Allows the community members we serve to come by and be able to engage with them in person. These were 2 ladies from Homestead. They did a lot of impromptu interviews on the spot. They did it on a continuous basis over the course of 3 months and were able to hire 5 people in total from those 3 hiring events that they did over the course of, I think, 3 hours each day from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So very short, in terms of time commitment, but the benefit could be 5 new employees covering a large footprint of the new contract that they received in Culpeper for their healthcare services. What's ahead for Virginia CareerWorks? You all should have a flyer that is detailing a new program that we're actually kicking off tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. In partnership and collaboration with Economic Development and their Work in Culpeper initiative. The Ready to Work program is a short-term, 4-week, 4-session soft skill training program geared to help specifically train people on the skills that businesses tell us we need. We have spoken with many companies, we've had the conversation, we went through the search process of what is the key skill that you need in your newest hires. And in the repeated instances, we've just heard, we want people to show up. We get a lot of applicants and we get ghosted. People will show up, they'll go to the interview and we never hear anything from them. Or if they do get the position extended to them, when they get on the job, they realize some of the conduct might not be up to par, which we think it all would be. Many companies say we can train individuals on everything they need to do in the job. We're confident of that. We just want a level of professionalism, a level of emotional control to be there with them. So that is the purpose of this program, is to be able to focus on those skills in particular, really hit home what companies are asking us for. And the benefit for the participant on the back end is that there are companies we're partnered with to offer a guaranteed interview at the end of it. Not a guaranteed job, but a guaranteed interview. So an opportunity to speak with the business and an opportunity to utilize the skills that you just learned to sharpen and really see if this is an opportunity for them. It is an invitation. We are currently partnering with 3 businesses right now. We are definitely open to expanding and expanding the industries that we're including in this and how many organizations we'd like to bring into the fold to make sure that they can give an opportunity to the people who are looking for change in their life. I do believe that is it. These are a couple of our centers again. Across 11 localities, we have 2 locations in Charlottesville, one in Albemarle County in particular, the other right in Charlottesville. We've got our center here in Culpeper, as well as a mobile resource individual in Madison Orange. And then we have somebody in Nelson County down as well. Didn't have any questions?
Outstanding.
Might have missed something. I know some of the services, additional services we can provide. Very similar is labor market research. If a company is interested in what the average pay is for their role within the industry, we can help with that. If they're trying to figure out what the average travel distance.
Any other questions for Jason at all? No? Okay, great. Corey, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds good. Okay, so I'm Tori. I am the Business Development and Program Manager for Culpeper Tourism and Town Economic Development. So really, I work alongside Paige Reed, Nicole Warner, Rose Deal, and the 4 individuals who keep our visitor center running 363 days a year. So give them some appreciation when you see them. We really can't do much without them over there. I went over there today and they helped me find stress balls. So that was a key
So you
thing.
weren't stressed.
So no one is stressed. That's my 2025 goal, is to not be stressed. So, but Culpeper Tourism as a whole, we do tourism for the entire county. We work a lot with bringing media writers in. We work with different marketing grants with the state, different programs, different partners along that line. Town economic development, we really support businesses inside the town limits. A part of that is bringing different programs to the town. The main one that we have is Culpeper Competes. So it's about every other year program. It started in 2021 as a business relief fund. As COVID kind of lifted up, we wanted to bring a program through that would help businesses be able to either relaunch or grow or start their business if they decided that whatever they're doing is not for them and they wanted to chase their dreams. So really it's a program that is meant to inspire economic vitality and growth within Culpeper, also create jobs within Culpeper as well. The program that's going to be coming back this spring, we're going to open up applications next week. So we are working alongside Central Virginia Small Business Development Center. It's an 8-week course, so it is kind of more condensed down than the 16-week course. It ends with a pitch competition. I like to say it's like Shark Tank. It's really kind of fun. It's a fun night for everyone. You can win up to $30,000 in business investment grants. Multiple winners normally win. Previous winners have been, first year was Culpeper Cheese and Grace the Griddle. Grace the Griddle, it allowed them to open up their brick and mortar. The previous year, the one that just happened, Fulton Found was one of the participants. Seven Davis was a winner of the business investment grant, Collector's Den, and 101 Latino Multi-Service, which was the Entrepreneur Award of the year for the chamber. So we're really excited to be a part of that. But we've also inspired and worked with other businesses. There's a business that went from having just a brick and mortar shop in Fredericksburg to using this program in order to launch into Food Line. They have their hot sauces and Food Line now as their manufacturing. So really, this program is going to give you everything from starting your business, to business plans, to marketing and other services. It's going to be starting in April of this year. It's going to be on Wednesdays, every Wednesday. You can come hang out with Rosie and I. It's a real fun time from 5 to 7 p.m. Yeah, and I think that's kind of really good. I'm going to keep it really brief for everyone here. Get everyone home on time.
And where can they get the application?
So the application is going to be online. Visit culpepper.com/industry/Culpepper competes. It'll be up next, but the page is currently live right now if you want to get some information. And I will be your main point of contact for that program. So if you have any questions about it, whether it's today or later, I have my business cards there, so you can reach out to me.
Does anybody have any questions for Tori, either about Culpeper Competes or about town economic development and tourism? Okay, awesome. Thank you for.
You met the timer.
Yeah.
Lots of you guys, don't worry.
Thank you, Tori. Sarah, we'd love to have you come on up.
Absolutely.
And you're welcome. You're welcome to sit down there or come up, whatever.
Right? Yeah. I'm Sarah Langland, the events coordinator with the Culpeper Chamber of Commerce. I think I know almost everybody in this room. For our mission is to be the voice of the business community working to promote, build, and support the most effective climate for economic development. We work very closely with Jason, with Rosie, with I almost said Candace because I work with Candace all the time. Just got into work. I moved to Culpeper, not that you guys care about me, but I moved to Culpeper about 10 years ago, and I've never been in a community that works so collaboratively together. And I feel like the Chamber of Commerce is just like a cog in this big machine of Culpeper, and it's really special how we all work together to support the businesses in this community. The Chamber of Commerce works by helping with marketing, connecting you to resources. If you need something, have a question about anything, you can give us a call and we may or may not know the answer, but I guarantee you we know where to find the answer by working with our community partners. We're membership driven, so you can remember with the fees that helps pay for those programs that we put on. We have a board of directors, and thank you, Gretchen, for your amazing, you're about to be amazing service, right? She's coming on as our board of directors, our chair. We are a 3-person staff, similar to Jessica. We can't do what we do without the help of our volunteers. We do a lot with just a staff that's very. Amy Fraser is our president and CEO. I'm the events coordinator, and Yvonne Litson is our office admin, and she is phenomenal. If you need anything, call her. We're very much passionate about our community and serving our membership. We do a lot of community outreach. We volunteer with a lot of different organizations. We serve on boards, several boards, Public Transportation Board, Culpeper Economic Development Authority, the Career Partners, Cable Commission, Culpeper Renaissance, Culpeper Livable and Aging Communities, as well as nonprofits that are important to us. We serve on those as well. We have workforce initiatives by serving on these different boards, including Career Partners and the Culpeper County Public Schools. We're very much in touch with workforce needs and trying to help our businesses solve those workforce issues. We have 8 active committees and councils: Small Business Advisory Council, Business Development Advisory, Executive Committee, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council. Our young professionals are very active as well, including a winner of the Young Professional of the Year. The Young Professionals fundraise for a different nonprofit every single year. Last year was Aging Together, and they have various different activities throughout the year to help fundraise for them. We have a nonprofit advisory council and a membership and marketing committee. Oh, yeah, and finance committee. Which hasn't made to the sheet yet because it's so important to do. We're starting a legislative committee. We do 2 different programs a year to help connect our community to the legislative issues. And we would like more feedback and input on help creating what those programs look like, as well as how can we advocate more for our businesses. We have an idea of what we think our businesses want, but we'd like to hear more. So if you're interested in learning more about this new committee, please let me know. We have 7 signature events. We talked about networking being so important, and attending these events is really important as well. show up, even if you don't talk to me, your face will be there. And, we have this day of the community in the spring. This is an opportunity for our leaders in our community to tell our membership and the just citizens in general what's going on with our community. It's kind of like the State of the Union, but Culpeper. Women's professional development event that we have, it's called Women's Lit. That's also in the spring and it's different every single year. So I don't know what it'll be like this year yet. Culpeper Fest is our largest business to community event that we have. We get over 3,000 people. My goal is 4,000. I'm gonna hit it this year. We just have all the businesses come together and we invite the entire community to come. And we get people from Fauquier County, Orange County, a lot of the different surrounding counties. I even had people from DC and Northern Virginia come to our event. The Appreciation and Valor Awards is an opportunity to highlight our first responders. It's in July. It's great to hear their stories of what they've done to help keep our community safe. Business Industry and Education Day, also known as BIE Day, is similar to like some of the events that you've got a great opportunity. We have the largest, Culpeper County Public Schools is our largest employer. We take the entire staff of them and bring them to our businesses. And it's about 100 businesses that come through to present in front of 1,500 or so staff members. It's a lot. We also have our annual meeting and awards banquet where we have several awards: Nonprofit of the Year, Young Professional, Entrepreneur, Small Business, Large Business, LB Henry Outstanding Citizen Award, and the Agribusiness of the Year Award. Great opportunity to highlight. Anybody can nominate someone for this award. You don't have to be a chamber member and you don't have to be a chamber member to win either. We just want to highlight the best of Culpeper. In our legislative conference, where we bring legislators to our community and we have leadership present to them what we want them to focus on in the coming year. Other events are candidate forums, Young Professional Charity Car Wash and Crafties, ribbon cuttings. We have a ribbon cutting at least once a month. There's so much to celebrate in our community. And when we have one that's also in the footprint of CRI, we partner with CRI so we get that double exposure to help really highlight them. Why join? Aside from all of that amazing stuff that we can help you with. You get listed in our Glossy business directory, which I do not bring any because I don't have many left.
I have some in the
Yay!
foyer here, if you need one.
They're beautiful magazines that we present and we distribute throughout the entire Commonwealth. This year, it's so well done that it is flew off like the visitor center has a hard time keeping them in track. We only have a few left in our office. It's just a great guide. We also have an online business directory where you get unlimited search engine optimization alerts, SEO, which really drives people to your own page to have on our website. So if you don't have a website, you can create your own website within our page and your own page on our website. You also can put events, hot deals, job postings, and news releases, which also post to our Facebook page as well. We have education opportunities through our Lead Culpeper program. It is an 11-month program that you take a deep dive into all things Culpeper. Everything from small businesses, large industry, the education systems, and we don't mean just the public schools. It's private, it's homeschool. We take a deep dive into everything. We have a training portal online. We also host seminars and workshops similar to the Facts and Snacks like this. We have lead share groups, which Gretchen had mentioned before, for networking. It's an opportunity to get to know a small group of people. And because you all become friends and you know each other really well, you can honestly refer that person like, hey, I know Gretchen knows finances. I know she's going to take care of you. It's like who she is as a person. You need to go see her for your financial advices. Whatever that word is I'm looking for. We also have the Chamber Advantage monthly newsletter in Culpeper Times. This is a little mini press release, about 50 words that you can have feature something about your business every month. It's not an ad, but it's something to be like, hey, we just hired this new employee. Check them out, call them and say hi. And lobby advertising. If you ever come into our office, we have brochure racks, we have business cards. Another similar thing to say is out of sight, out of mind. Like when people call and ask us for referrals, we immediately go to those racks and we immediately go to those business cards and we're like, here, call this person. And we also will handwrite on Post-it notes your business information as well. But the more we see you, the more you have stuff that we can actually put in someone's hands, the more helpful. So we encourage you, if you're a member and you've got stuff, bring it up and talk about for us so we can share it with you. And I'm just planning to talk about it. And planning on the information. Any questions you have? This doesn't even cover everything that we do. This is just a really quick, broad overview. But I'd be happy to sit down and talk with you how we can help you grow your business anytime.
Well, I know we hit you guys with a lot of information today.
We don't have more information, we need more.
Oh, we will always give you more information. We have some amazing community partners here that you heard from today, as well as others that are out there. But we wanted to at least be able to give you guys a good overview of some of the partners, some of these community organizations that are out there that are doing amazing things here in Culpeper. So that you know if you've got questions, if you're looking for resources, if you're looking for programming, kind of who some of these contacts may be. All of the information, like I said, general overviews on everybody is on the handout that we gave you. If you guys would like cards or have follow-up questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, and we will make sure that we connect you with either the people in this room or somebody else if that's what's needed. Like I said, thank you guys so much for coming out today. Our next Facts and Snacks session will be at the end of February. We are going to be focusing on marketing, and Rosie will actually be leading us in next month's session. So we're excited to have her back.
I love marketing.
Her last marketing session, she did was 2023, right? For the Build Your
Yeah.
Playbook.
Mhm.
We had what 20
23
people
people.
here for that session. It's fantastic. Again, it's an interactive workshop where you're going to walk away with something that's tailored specifically to your business. We highly recommend that one. You can find information on all of the future Facts and Snacks, though, as well as information on the upcoming Culpeper County Conference on the Be a Culpeper Local website. If you guys ever have feedback on a session that you would be looking for, that you're interested in, say, I really want to learn about this, could you bring this type of session to Culpeper? Please do not hesitate to let us know. Rosie and I work closely to make sure that all of these sessions are tailored to our Culpeper businesses' needs. So if you ever have feedback, we would love to hear that. You are welcome to hang out here and network, chat, grab some more food. The room will be available. Thank you guys so much for coming.